let's cut to the chase. You want to lose fat, you have researched on YouTube, what do I eat in a day to lose fat? How do I meal prep to lose fat? And all you're getting is influencer fluff. So I'm here today to show you exactly how you can lose fat, how much you're supposed to eat in a day, what to eat in a day, what macros are, how you can actually meal prep for your week ahead so you're not stressed out, as well as other tips. So let's get into it. So let's talk macronutrients. If you have not already seen my very first video, I'm gonna link it right here. It explains to you exactly how to find your average calories and how to set your calorie and protein goal. In that video, it does say, let the carbs and fats fall where they may, but hey, we want details. So let's get very, very mathematical right now. If I personally weigh 120 pounds right now, and I found out that after tracking my food for 7 days in a row, I divided that total by 7. My average calories were 1,800. If I'm on a deficit, I'm going to be on a 250 calorie deficit because I only want to lose a half a pound a week. My total is 1,550. The first thing I want to find out is my grams of protein. You can multiply your body weight anywhere between 0.7 and 1.5, but for this, I'm going to multiply by 1. So that means I'm going to eat 120 grams of protein per day. With that being said, there are 4 calories per gram of protein, which means my daily caloric intake that is coming from protein is 480 calories. That leaves me with 1,070 calories left to get from carbohydrates and fats. So now let's talk about carbohydrates. Let's do about 150 grams of carbs because I lift weights. There are also 4 calories per gram of carbohydrate. So 150 times 4 is 600 calories. 600 out of the remaining 1070 is going to be dispersed into my carbohydrates. That leaves me with 450 calories left. Now, fats. There are 9 calories per gram of fat. So if I divide that 450 calories left by 9, that leaves me with 50 grams of fats. So my total is 1,550 calories, 120 grams of protein, 150 grams of carbs, and 50 grams of fats. Keep in mind, some people thrive better off carbs than they do fat and vice versa. So I'm going to start here and see how my body feels. Now that we have our exact macros out of the way, let's get into how I can order my groceries. So the reason that I order groceries is because I hate spending too much time in the grocery store, being around people, buying shit I don't need. It's so time consuming. With ordering groceries, I use Instacart. I'm not affiliated, that's just what I do. This way I could dedicate 2 hours of my Sunday to meal prep for myself and my man. Here's my meal prep process. Okay, so I just laid everything out on the counter. Mind you, I do shop at Sprouts, so I'm a little bit bougie. I'm just being very clean and careful right now because of everything I have going on. Just so you know a little bit about me and what I'm going through right now, I'm not cutting because I actually have destroyed my gut. I was a competitive bodybuilder for about 4 years or so. So I've done the most extreme things possible. Because I was so extreme, I destroyed my gut, which has wreaked havoc on my hormones. I'll get into it another time. But typically, half the stuff I would buy at Aldi, especially like the pasture-raised eggs and stuff like that. But here it is. Okay, so this is what we are dealing with. Let's start with proteins. When I'm lazy, busy, and tired, I like to just buy the pre-made chicken. Just shredded chicken, all white meat, because this is the leanest. You could do whatever you want with it, but it's already made. Same thing with the ground turkey, 99.1, because that's less fat. For my eggs, I only buy organic pasture-raised eggs. I don't even F with egg white cartons anymore or any other eggs. For my protein powder, because I can't have dairy, Chuvani is amazing because there's only 7 ingredients. It does have 7 grams of carbs per serving, but 20 protein and 3 fat. And again, ingredients are great. When it comes to my carbohydrates, sweet potatoes, I do get carbs from fruit, so I have some pineapple chunks, baby beets. I have Ezeikel bread for my toast in the morning, quinoa, sweet laurel pancake mix. Very expensive, but the ingredients are fire and it's so good, especially when I mix it with this. And then as a treat too, I did get some kind of like cocoa cereal, which only has a couple ingredients as well. When it comes to fats, normally I get a nice olive oil, but I forgot. We are cutting and our fats are only 50 grams a day. So I did pick up pure avocado oil spray. It's high heat. Only ingredients are avocado oil and it says 0 everything. I beg to differ, but it's way better than slobbing a bunch of oil on there sometimes. Other fats include almond milk, 4.5 grams per 8 fluid ounces. Very, very, very clean. No gums or anything like that. And as a treat, I like to get the caramel creamer for my coffee. Pretty freaking clean, can't complain. Other fats, normally I get avocado, but this week I got vegan goat style cashew cheese. It actually tastes like goat cheese and I really like it in the morning on my toast. Main ingredients are like cashews. I also prioritize micronutrients because they're very, very good for you. Lemon water in the morning. Baby spinach in my eggs. I did get arugula. And then if I were on a cut, I love cucumbers because you can spice them up however you want and they have a lot of volume and they're really crunchy and tasty. So I'm not mic'd, but I forgot olive oil and I need that. So I bought extra virgin olive oil cold pressed. Now the reason why I buy cold pressed, because it has a high concentration of healthy fats and antioxidants. Regular olive oil loses that during the cooking process. This one does not. This one also helps you reduce inflammation. Also bought some broccoli because I forgot that too. Okay, so it's 10 a.m. I just had lemon water. I'm preparing my coffee, so I use a French press. Keep in mind you can change this up as long as you're calculating it on your food tracking app. It's healthy and it makes sense for your macros. You don't necessarily have to get bored. I just love routine, so I eat this almost every day. If I'm not eating this, I'm eating protein pancakes. So that's about it for me for breakfast. I'm gonna eat this, train some legs, and then later I'll show you my meal prepping. Okay, so I added pineapple and papaya. I just like to change it up. My boyfriend doesn't like when I melt the cheese. He's a little bit of a psychopath, but I'm just gonna spread this little vegan cheese on top and that's my breakfast. Okay, that workout seriously kicked my ass. This is like a post-workout thing I used to do when I was a bodybuilder because I'm in an anabolic state. I'm going to mix my protein with water and use that as my milk for my cereal. Yes. I am showered and ready to go. It is thundering out. I absolutely love it. But this first meal, which is going to be my lunch for the week, is going to be the easiest thing you've ever seen in your life. We are going to do chicken, arugula, and air fried sweet potatoes with a little bit of beets and olive oil. I just added salt, pepper, paprika, and a couple more sprays of the oil, and I'm just gonna let this cook for the time it needs to, turning it in the middle of the cooking session, so in about 7 minutes. All right, so when it comes to assembly for my first meal, super easy. I've already put the arugula and the beets, and now I'm just gonna simply measure out 4 ounces of chicken for each meal. I'm just gonna use my hands. After a while, you don't really need to measure because you'll kind of get the hang of it, but to be thorough and exact, that's what I'm doing. By the way, I'm buying new Tupperware, it just hasn't come in yet, don't judge. Same thing with the sweet potatoes, about 100 grams on each meal. So this is gonna be my ground turkey. I'm gonna make it Asian style. I put the heat to medium. I'm just gonna drizzle a little olive oil, let that heat up. I have some quinoa going on over here, so I put 1 cup that's already been soaked and rinsed, a little bit of olive oil, ground coriander, sea salt, and garlic powder. So I'm gonna let this sizzle, and then I'm gonna add 2 cups of water, bring that to a boil, and let it kind of simmer for 15 minutes after that. Okay, so in goes the ground turkey. I just seasoned it with ground coriander, ginger, garlic powder, chili powder on both sides. I'm gonna let it sit like this for 5 minutes, flip it, do the same thing. Then I'm gonna break it up, add my broccoli. This is why I have big muscular arms. So I'm pushing everything to the side so that my broccoli can go ahead and join the party. We're gonna mix it all together, let that cook for another 2 minutes. For the second meal, I can't really measure it because the broccoli does have some weight. So I am just gonna have to eyeball this one. But if you think about it, each packet has 4 servings and I put 2 packets in here. So that's about 8 servings. For now, I'm making 3. For the quinoa, I'm looking to put a 1/2 cup. So that's about 4 ounces. And if I'm off on any of this, I'll have all of the descriptions written out. Sometimes on the top of my head, I forget. You could always use rice instead, like white rice. I just can't eat it right now. So chicken definitely still needs more salt and pepper and a drizzle of olive oil. Okay, so just to reiterate, I showed you my breakfast, my post-workout snack, my lunch, and my dinner. And because I still have a little bit of fat and calories left, what I could do after that is have a little bit of coconut yogurt, 3 ounces of that, and that's gonna bring me to my total of 1550-ish calories with the macros that I explained in the very beginning. Keep in mind, again, you do need to do your own calculations as I described very thoroughly in the beginning. Make sure you're doing that so you can actually buy the right groceries, measure the proper way, plan your day ahead of time in the app, and then cook accordingly. This way you are organized for the week, you don't have to stress it. And like I said earlier, I really appreciate all your comments. It helps me help you, so thank you for the person that did request this type of video. Please let me know which one you do want to see next. Like, share, subscribe, share with a friend who may need this, and I'll see you in the next one.